Good afternoon, and thanks for being here today. Before I say anything, I want to thank the men and women of the Sheriff's Office here, our Special Operations Divisions, our 3rd Precinct, our detectives, our agricultural unit. These are the men and women, and a portion of them that have been out nonstop, that have left their homes behind, not caring about what's going on there, but serving everyone else but themselves. And this county is very blessed that we all work together the way we do. First and foremost, Beach Talk Radio, thank you. Ed, I want to give you a special thank you, too, along with the other media partners, because this is much different than Ian, and I believe the reason being not only just the storm and where it hits and everything else, but getting the information out to the residents is really what it's about. You know, when Ian was first finished, we had over 65 or 7,000 calls for service holding, and about 50% of those calls were welfare checks. Well, the incident management team was working throughout the night. Today, we were as business as normal as far as calls for service. And why is that? Because everyone, if not the vast majority, listened and got away from this storm, and they sheltered before the storm came in. A storm is looked at in 3 ways, 3 phases: before, during, and after. Before the storm, getting that message out is critical. Having people understand that Mother Nature's unpredictable and comes through fast, and the surge is what kills people. Most people pay attention to the category of storm and where exactly is it going to hit. Well, we know already with Helene, post-Hurricane Ian and then Helene, unfortunately, that hundreds of miles away, we're still affected. And we can sit here and say everything imaginable, and we know we're Florida strong and Southwest Florida strong, but you know what? The human factor, I look around, it's heartbreaking to see the residents again getting hit again. And we know this is paradise, but these are the risks of living on the water. And Mother Nature always, always teaches us just how unpredictable and how fierce she could be. Overall, we flew the county. As you can see, the helicopter behind, all the tools, resources deployed throughout this entire county. Lee County, 1,260 square miles of land and sea. Before the storm, we deployed all resources, ATVs, a Sherp, the people you see behind me that worked around the clock, ATVs, high water vehicles, low water vessels. We are ready for anything that comes our way in Lee County. Again, thank God, so far, no loss of life that's storm related. And that's a really big deal. We can rebuild structures, we can repaint, we can do a lot of things, but no loss of life is the most important. This county, huge. We're assessing it all day. After this, I'll be down towards Boca Grande, Sanibel, Captiva, and then down and also in Bonita. Now, the incident management team has fed us data by the minute, hour, and day. So we already know what we have to do, and plans are in place and moving forward as we speak, way before today, okay, as of this morning. But we, executive staff, are literally flying around and making certain that we assess and see it hands-on, getting in touch with the residents and finding out what their needs are. Some people don't need anything. Some people need basic water or housing. But no matter what their needs are, their sheriff's office is going to be there for them, and to make certain that at any cost that we take care of our people. The other side of that, I want to be very, very clear with this message. Those unfortunate people that may think this might be an easy target, they might think that because someone's house got compromised and it can't be secured, we have deployed assets everywhere. The men and women of the Sheriff's Office are ready everywhere. We're using the electronic surveillance unit, drones, everything that we have equipment-wise. We work with our great state attorney, and if you commit a crime and you go into someone's house during this storm or after or at any time in this county, I can guarantee you this. One, our great state attorney, Amira Fox, and her crew, we will charge you to the fullest extent of the law. And jail is a good place for that person, but that's a lucky place, because if you walk into someone's house in this county, there's a good chance you're not walking out. And I want to be clear about that. You don't get to victimize our great residents. So the unfortunate people that think they're going to commit crime here, my message is clear. Not in Lee County. Don't come here. We will get you. We will hunt you down. Again, jail will be an easy place for you here, and you'll be charged to the fullest extent of the law. I want to thank Governor DeSantis, Lieutenant Governor Nunes. I spoke this morning. Senator Rick Scott, Congressman Byron Donalds, our county commissioners. Everybody has worked together. I'm telling you, the communication in this county and throughout the state is amazing. This morning I took a call from Commissioner Glass from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. The commissioner of FDLE called. Our local partner, Eli, does an amazing job here at the local office, but they wanted to give us all the resources they have. And they're doing that throughout the entire state of Florida. So proud of FDLE and their efforts. We have everybody and all hands on deck. And as we look around, we see sand and we see a lot of places that need help. But guess what? We had almost 10,000 people in our shelters. That means people listened. They got out of harm's way. At 45 miles an hour sustained winds, we do not go out anymore. So if someone made a bad choice and decision to stay when the surge is coming up at 8, 10, 12 feet, and they have to dial 911, nobody is responding. And we didn't have that, which is a huge, huge benefit. People went to the shelter, and as of this morning, there was 600 people, give or take, left in the shelter, which means they sheltered, and then they came back to start to look at their houses. Bear with us. This county's recuperating. This morning we had 50% of the lights, of the traffic lights, that were completely out. So every light and intersection like that is treated like a four-way stop sign, okay? We are assessing. We're working with FPL and LCEC and all our partners, and we know what it means to get power on as fast as possible. The governor's office has told me, please let us know. We're sending as many resources as we can possible, which is what we need here in Lee County and other places. But again, no loss of life. We're going to keep working. We're going to work stronger, harder, smarter. And I can't say enough, while I'm the sheriff that delivers a message, my heart and my special praise goes out to my family members who I know were out all night. I was watching from the Incident Command Center 2 deputies down by the Matlacha Bridge when a tornado came flying through, and thank God they were safe, but we watched pure destruction. Again, the men and women of law enforcement, the fire department, EMS, everybody working together are such heroes, and a real special thanks to the citizens of this county. I want to thank you for listening to the warnings. I want to thank you for making the right choices and decisions and not putting yourselves in harm's way, because when everything fails and you're at your residence on Fort Myers Beach or somewhere else and that water's coming in, it's life-changing and it comes in quick. But thank you for not putting yourself in that position. Thank you for the men and women of the Sheriff's Office here again. Thank you, Ed. Thank you to NBC and all our counterparts with Wink and everyone that got the message out. Get out of here and shelter in place, in a safe place, before it's too late. So I think that's the critical takeaway from this storm. And we will, again, keep assessing. And anything our residents need, we are going to deliver. Pop-up tents, water, food, barbecue grills. It doesn't matter. We're in this together. And I urge all the residents everywhere in this state to help each other. This is not the time to fight over who's online for gas or fuel. This is a time to help each other and have strangers help strangers, and that's what it's about. Everything's a better place when we do that. We're all in it together, and I'll take some questions. We have 0 reports of looting, and I pray that it's going to be that way, because, again, I stand firm. We are not going to tolerate that. 0 tolerance. In Lee County, Florida, in the state of Florida, we are strong straight through. You walk into someone's house, you get carried out. Questions? Guys, I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you getting the message out. You guys saved a lot of lives, and we're going to work through this, and we'll be stronger than ever. God bless everyone affected by the storm, and God bless their families.